Hey, what's up, guys? This is Alex Foster with AF Fresh Art. Follow me on Instagram, aboogie411. That's my personal one. And if you guys want to hit me up for some shoes, follow me on AF_fresh_art. Wanted to show you guys the Jurassic classics. Obviously, as a kid growing up, I was a huge Jurassic Park fan, like huge. Best believe I watched every single video out. Every single movie that came out, I watched. Shoot, I even just watched, babe, what's the new one? What's the new one on Netflix? No, the one on Netflix. Camp Cretaceous, you know what I'm saying? I'm all over it. Please subscribe. You know, I'm just starting the sneaker journey, so the more subscribers I get, the better. All you have to do is literally click a button. Maybe I'll do something like this or whatever. I'm not that talented yet. Hopefully I'll get there. But yeah, please subscribe. Like the video if possible, and also comment any tips, because I'm gonna keep making sneakers. Got the Naruto's in the back. I'm streaming these ones on Twitch right now. But yeah, just let me know anything that you guys can, anything that you guys want, I'll try to do. Follow me on Twitch as well. I'll send that. I'll put that link on my page as well. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys rock out with it. You know what I'm saying? This is like one of the coolest projects that I think I've done. Really taking my game to the next level, just watching all the other YouTubers doing this stuff. But I'm actually here to actually walk you through the whole entire process. And here you go. All right, so starting off, when I did this taping process, I usually don't cut the tape. I know a lot of people use the X-Acto knife stuff, but I don't do that. I line up the end of the tape with the bottom of the shoe. I feel like you get a little bit more, what's the word, accurate, I guess. There's not as many mistakes, because believe it or not, with the X-Acto knife, it could be off a little bit, and you wind up finding at the end of the shoe, you have to do a little bit more detailing. But I love the big tape, and that one's easier for me. The Nike swoosh right now that I'm doing, I do go in with the X-Acto knife, because obviously you can't really go in with a smaller one, and you'll be using a lot of tape. With the sole, I use the electrical tape just to get the it stretches a little bit better, and it gets the outer ends. But with bigger flat surfaces, I use the blue painter's tape. Yeah, right here, did the Nike swoosh. I blocked out all the areas that I'm not gonna paint first. So right now I'm pretty much doing I'm laying down the gray, and then the gray, and then I'm taping everything else up that I don't want grayed out. So that's pretty much all I'm doing right now. I use, funny enough, I use this, like this wrapping thing. I don't know what the name of it is. Don't judge me. Do not judge me right now. I don't need it. I was learning some Chinese, forgot a lot of English while I did that. So bear with me, but I use this. You can get this anywhere at your local store. So me right now, I'm just going in, filling in my first layer. Because it is black, you'll find if you're trying to put your main color on the black surface, it doesn't really pop. Obviously for me, I add that white layer, and then I add the color that I want on top of that. That gives you layers, that allows you to build, because you'll find with shoes, you have to put a lot of layers in it. One of the things that I find, I'm actually using, what paint am I using? I'm using the Airbrush Ready paint. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm using this Airbrush Ready paint, and I mix it in with the Angelus leather paint. One of the things that I struggle with, and partially this is because I have the wrong airbrush gun. I learned that later on, you know what I'm saying? Along with the many bumps and stuff that I had along my journey, I learned that this is actually the wrong airbrush that I needed. It doesn't even run a 0.5 needle through it, so I need a different kind of airbrush for that. But I learned that later on. So I find that it's super hard to put the Angelus paint down because the Angelus leather paint is super thick. I need to like always put the paint thinner in there with the Angelus paint and then put it on. And that kind of defeats the purpose. I really need to get a new airbrush, which hopefully I'll do. Shoot, I might even put my Cash App in. Help your boy out. I really need to get a new airbrush. So, you know, buy some shoes, I'll be able to get it. You feel me? So right now, like I said, I'm putting in the gray layer after the white layer. It allows me to have many layers. I put around 2 to 3 coats after the white layer, and I just go over and over again. I use the stencil. I'm not gonna lie, stenciling has saved many lives in the shoe game, and I see why. One of the favorite artists that I use that kind of helped me and guided me through, and I don't think he gets enough credit, and I hope he blows up even more, but De Jesus Custom, well, I hope I'm saying his name right. Let me find out real quick. So yeah, I go in with the stenciling. I do my thing with the stenciling. You know, I don't have to take that down. I kind of just let the stencil do the work, the airbrush do the work, and I find that it gets a really cool effect on that. The person that I follow actually that really helped me out with the stenciling. Did Jesus Custom Footwear? De Jesus Custom Footwear? I don't know, don't kill me on this. But he's actually really helped me out as far as looking at how he did the stencil game. He did a really cool Dragon Ball Z that I copied. And I will show you that picture. But yeah. Stenciling, that whole thing is saved many lives in the shoe game. So right now I'm blocking off a new section of the shoe that I'm doing. So I did my grays. So now I tape that up, and the Nike swoosh sign is still taped up. And now I'm just focusing on my red zones. So obviously I'll put the white layer down first. Once I put the white layer down, then I'll go in with the red. This one I did use Angelus paint because I have some more details than any other part of the shoe. So I went in with that. I did that with the Angelus paint. And it actually came out, like I said, started off with a black shoe or all white shoe. I love that because it gives me a canvas to work with. But it's also kind of just cool to see like how well the colors pop, especially with the black. Like this pops, like especially in person. I know you guys can't see it now, but pops like crazy. It matches the shirt. So now here's me, I'm going in with the red paint now. Super easy. This one gave me a hard time, like I said, because this is when I started doing the research. I'm like, yo, this paint in my airbrush gun will not come out. Like it will not work. I'm sitting there trying to figure it out. Sorry, my dog wants to go for a walk. I'm working here. But yeah, I could not figure it out. I literally it just like kept sticking and would not spray smoothly, wouldn't do anything. I kept trying to spray the red on there. I'm using the Angelus paint. It would not work. It's like coming out. It just wouldn't come out. And I'm like sitting there just like, why? I'm putting a lot of thinner in there for the Angelus paint. It's super thick. I mean, it's leather paint. I'm putting a lot of thinner in there and I'm just like, this is not working. It's not working. The video is obviously edited, so I'm making it look like it is, but it's not. But that's when I found out that I needed a different kind of airbrush. Like I said, 0.5. I need a .5 needle, so I need to get a whole new different airbrush. Like I said, I'll cash out that little link, you know what I'm saying? Just send me a little something. Or buy some shoes. Support your boy, buy some shoes. Now I'm on the section of doing the Jurassic Park logo. I use my Cricut. I don't know if you guys can see it in the back, but I use my Cricut machine. I put this in my iPad. This is what I'm looking at right now. I put it in my iPad. I black and white the image. I'll show you kind of what I'm doing with it. I black and white the image. It's easy to kind of stick out there. And then right now I'm going in with my hand paint and I'm just filling out, like I said, white layer first. Then I put the yellow layer all around and it winds up having a cool little effect. This part is actually super easy because like I said, doing logos for me on shoes, I can hand paint it. I don't really have to worry about the airbrush gun. The airbrush gun is for larger surfaces, obviously. I know it seems like it'll be, for me anyways, it seems like, dang, I'm relying on this airbrush gun all the time. This helped me out tremendously. So I'm super good. I'm super good and happy when I'm doing the hand paint things on smaller little logo designs. Once I find out the airbrush technique, like I said, I'm still struggling with it, obviously because I don't have the right airbrush gun. But once I get my airbrush gun, and I'll be flowing, obviously that'll be way easier. The gradients will be easier, all that stuff. So I'm not really worried about that. The more you do things, the better you get. This actually took quite a bit of time. Obviously, I'm not at my desk. I was actually in Portland, Oregon doing this at my sister's place. And I was like, you know what? I want to get a shoe done. I want to get a shoe done. I want to start my journey. I'm like, yo, I was itching to do this. I was out there training, doing a couple of basketball camps. And this just goes to show you, you don't need to have this to start anything, to be honest with you. As long as you got the material, the paint, the will to go, you can get it done. I know my biggest struggle is probably gonna be consistently putting out content for you guys, because sometimes I just like to just go and not even set the cameras up and do any of that. I got a tripod over here, so I just literally put my phone out there and I got about 3 hours worth of video just of me doing the shoes, and I chopped it all up and did it this way. When I get big, you know what I'm saying? When I get big, I'm gonna have somebody do this for me. I'm just gonna give them the video and be like, hey, take care of it. Thank you, appreciate you. Logo came out great, and this is what it came out to. Little touch-ups every now and then, but it's fine. So now I'm doing the Jeep part. Block off a little section. I don't need to block off the whole thing. This Jeep part, the part of the theme for the shoe obviously was the old classic Jeeps in the first Jurassic Park. I don't know if most people know this, but when they first saw the dinosaur, they rolled up in that Jeep and he took his hat off. He's looking at the Brontosaurus and he's like, whoa, like, you know, the first time he saw a dinosaur. So yeah, that's kind of what these shoes were inspired by, was the Jeep theme. You know, I have the number 18 on there. You guys are about to see that right now. I think this is it, yeah. The 18, I have that on there. The Jeep that they pulled up to when they first saw the dinosaurs was number 18. It was the number 18 Jeep. Go ahead and look that up. I used that as this theme in the shoe. This part is actually super easy. Like I said, I just used the Cricut. I took a picture off the internet, edited it in Procreate. I love Procreate. A lot of tattoo artists use Procreate. I love it. It's worth every penny. I think it's like 15 bucks. I don't know. Honestly, don't quote me on that. But I used it. Came out great. Absolutely love it. So this is me now using the, blocking out all the other spots and now adding this yellow Nike swoosh. This one was kind of designed specifically for dinosaur skin, snake skin kind of inspired. I wanted this yellow around the logo to kind of pop with something else. I'm wearing the shirt and I wanted the shoes to match. So I figured, let me have the Nike swoosh design in there with like, you know, a reptilian skin. So I did it. With this process, a lot of drying. Heat guns are very, very important in the game. Allows for a quicker turnaround. Now, obviously, I use the stencil. Stencil saves people. I put in a yellow. Oh, actually, with that being said, the yellow didn't stand out as much as I wanted to, so then I went to brown. You might have noticed that like I touched up certain things. Like I said, the yellow that I originally used didn't stand out as much, so I went to the brown to pop with the yellow. Still within the kind of scaly theme, I used alligator scale stencil. So now I'm putting in the bolts for the door in the Jeep. This one was super easy. Like again, Cricut saved me. Killed it. X-Acto knives save you. When you're pulling up that vinyl, they save you. Trust me on this. Like sometimes taking off that tape, you chip the paint. I hate that. I hate that. So the X-Acto knives and getting the details and letting things stick, perfect. So as you see, I was able to get everything out. Now I'm just going in with the airbrush and kind of just really giving it that like nice little touch-up detail. Now I'm putting that black touch, that black X accent on it. In the movie, there's only a few parts where everything's super clear, but I wanted that grungy kind of feeling to the shoe. I wanted that, you know, darkness to the shoe. So I added black paint all around, just a light layer. And it really gave, in my opinion, it gave the shoe like the best touch to it. Like, I don't know what about it did it, but it worked out in my favor. Sometimes you just have to experiment with these things. And that is it. So Loved the shoe, loved how it came out. Like I said, that black touch at the end really gave it a standout. What I did tell you guys was I put my logo right here. That's my logo, Alex Foster, AF_fresh_art, fresh as F, you know, that's what my sister did. But yeah, I think it came out great. If you guys, again, please like and comment. Listen, this is something that I want to do with my life. Like I said, if I can help as many people as I can, just be cheerful of what they're wearing. You feel good, you play good, all that stuff. You know, hopefully I can do that. This is my way to contribute back to the planet through my artwork. And if I can make you feel good, you know, this is what I want to do for a living. Starting a business is super scary, but it's just about consistency. Like my man Nip Hustle said, nothing really separated him. It's just the only thing he didn't do was quit. He just kept going. So if you guys could like, please do. If you guys can follow me on YouTube, it just takes a click. Please do. And yeah, I'll have plenty more content hopefully coming to you guys. Thank you guys. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.